Here it is.
Hey, you guys! Guess what today is? It's another installment of
EZRAY Ask Ray.
Thank you for starting it because I didn't remember.
It always starts with EZRAY.
Oh, good point. All right, so here's the question that we've selected from the comment feed from our last video, which makes time for an announcement, guys.
Announcement!
After you watch this video, if it triggers some questions that you want to ask us, EZRAY, then type it in the comment thread below.
Yeah.
And we'll find one of your questions that we feel like, we've got some great answers that we can share with you so that you guys know more about us.
Yeah, that's what the whole point is.
The whole thing is about that.
That's what it's all about.
Here's the question. It comes from, it's off of YouTube, so it's hashtag random vlogs.
Great.
VLOGS, random vlogs. And they wrote in and gave us this question, and they said, have you ever, and I'm reading it verbatim, guys.
Exactly what was written.
So if you go and look in the thread, this is how it's written. Have you ever draw before or now? Of so, can I see it or see you draw it?
Great. So here's what we're pulling.
Yeah.
Have we ever...
Do we draw?
Yeah.
And
are we artists?
Are we artists? Do we draw? And if we have been artists or currently are artists,
what do we draw?
What do we draw? And can we see some of your artwork?
Yeah.
And can you draw some of your artwork?
Well, we're going both of those. First, Ezra's going to show you his actual drawings from childhood.
Okay, so this is super exciting. When I found this, all of a sudden all my memories sort of chimed in. And I know that Jay, when he was a young boy...
When I was a young boy!
When he was a young wee boy! Anyway, I hit the wrong note.
Yeah.
You would do some drawing.
Yeah, lots.
But I bet you didn't know I did some drawing
Not
when
at
I
all.
was your age too. But I wasn't quite as passionate as Jay was.
Yeah, back then I was like, this is going to be my job.
Now, I went through the EZRA archives, and I found one of my very first journals from grade
composition
school, guys.
notebook.
Now get ready. There's going to be a lot of stuff in
vibes.
here. I'm going to tell you this.
Some of you do.
First of all, the very first journal entry in this notebook is, it says, September 18th, 1984.
Okay, so I wouldn't be born.
And look, you know, I was really working on my penmanship, you guys.
5 more years.
And it says like this, hello, I'm EZRA, but you don't care. I'll be writing you from time to time about my school and after-school days, spelled with a Z on purpose.
Back then, people spelled with Z's?
Yes, today's Tuesday, and it's a wonderful day. The sun is bright and warm. Anyway, you get it. It's a journal. I wrote in it every day.
I thought spelling with Z's in place of S's was totally a new millennium deal.
No. We were doing it way back in the day.
Wow.
So here's the thing. Around that time, I was also in sexual education class.
Okay.
And I was a prankster in sexual education class. And I know you guys are thinking, oh, EZRA probably did the classic move with male anatomy. You're wrong, you guys.
Don't even think
I jumped to the other sex to make fun of anatomy.
Because if there's anything great, it's making fun of women's parts.
This was the uterus.
Oh.
Did you know that, Jay?
What? Did I know
That I
what?
created this character.
Oh, no, I didn't know whatever's about to happen. I had no idea how
you
could
ready?
I have.
Here it goes. It goes like this. And this is a classic
comedy
character.
scene.
It goes like this.
Oh, seeing it. See it all.
And for some reason,
Oh, God.
single. Now this is a character. You're learning, aren't you, Jay? You're learning about me. This was a
I'm
character.
learning about health.
This was a character that I have coined by the name of Yoli.
Yoli.
Yoli the uterus. Now, for those of you that know, like a uterus is more like a this kind of thing, right? Right? It's kind of big. Sorry, ladies.
Wow.
But I made him into a real fast little squiggly guy that I can, a little nose and smile face. Just like that. It's the truth. You didn't know that?
Yoli.
Now, hold up. Hold up. You guys.
Does anyone know about this?
Nobody knows. The reason he's called, or she's called Yoli, is because I went to a Jewish day school. And it
so
sounded like Yoli is like, you know, plus Eastern
like
European.
Yoli. Yeah.
Eastern European, like P stuff, like you wouldn't say Julie, you'd be like Yuli or Yoli or something like that.
Yeah, it's
anyway,
like Jolie.
I've got to prove to you my commitment to Yoli the uterus. Take a look in here, Jay. Yoli would be my signature sign-off character. Whoops, I'll get it.
I lost a card.
Hold
Show
on.
it.
It's all right. I'll get it. Here, there's Yoli.
Yoli!
Okay, one day.
Hashtag Yoli.
Next day. Oh, Yoli. This was another character a friend of mine would draw. His name was Chubster. Oh, look. Yoli.
Yeah, hashtag Yoli.
Hashtag Yoli, you guys. Oh, Yoli. I was committed. Oh, there's the male anatomy versions.
Oh, no.
I had to do that. Everybody
Yoli.
does it. Yoli with a lot of eggs. A lot of eggs ready to drop.
Did you talk about sexual education stuff in any of these books?
Listen, I'm going to tell you guys. Yoli, you're not even showing, Jay.
Because I can't control it.
Every page was Yoli. When I was a young boy.
I was a young
boy. I didn't find the note. Anyway, I was very, very fascinated by sex, obviously.
Yoli.
But also, like, sex therapy. And I told my mother when I was 13 years old, I said, when I grow up, I want to be a sex therapist.
Your mom was like...
So I was, like, really comfortable. No, she was like, no, okay, doctor. So she was super duper comfortable. Right. And I was comfortable with all of the sexual stuff. But now, see, here's a journal that I literally just finished. It is, obviously, it'll take me through life. So it has Princess Hokusai, show that I am in. Little Shop of Horrors, a show I directed. It's got a lot of journaling in there. But here's some of the more recent artwork that I do, Jay. Go ahead, bring it in here. That's great stuff. That's me and Sarah. That's here. We were doing a podcast called The Incredibles. The Remarkables. That's some dude with a sweatband on. Fish tank. Then these are a bunch of artists. And this was my trip to China.
Wow.
And some artwork I did in China. And then Sarah did that because she's a pony. So that's her original character. So I like to keep my... Oh, it's not Hulk Hogan. It's not Hulk Hogan.
It sure is, though.
It literally is not Hulk Hogan. And here's some guy, I just random drawings. I'm terrible at art. I'm not good like you are, Jay.
You're great.
And then this lady from Runner's World magazine.
I see her.
You can see her. She's in the audience.
Not Hulk Hogan.
But wait a second, you guys. The most common thing that I do is do Yoli. No, I don't do Yoli anymore. But I do stuff like this.
Ooh.
I like to do these sort of like random and this kind of mandala stuff. So I can do that for hours. I think I may even have a page fully done. But I have bigger journals with it filled.
Ooh, that was a good phone.
Thanks, man. You know, that's it. Anyway.
Wow.
Jay's turn. Jay's turn.
Here, you take it.
I want to see if I have a page of all the squiggles. Look at that guy. There it is. Like that. Like that kind of stuff. And I do it on plane rides. I'm on a plane.
All right, give me that Yoli page.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I didn't freak you out too much.
When I was a young boy,
I can't wait for the story, Jay.
I used to want to draw comics. I wanted to be a comic artist. And that was tricky for me to talk about because I always wanted to be like, oh yeah, I'm a comic artist. And then I always worried that people would be like, do you mean like a stand-up comic? And I'd be like, no. Like a comic, drawing like newspaper comics.
I see how that could confuse.
I never had the conversation with anyone. I had the conversation 1,000 million times in my head.
Like,
and I still remember today that I was anxious about saying comic artist. Like I didn't really know what the title was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you mean like a comic strip artist.
That's the one.
But people are like, oh, you're a comic artist. You should just say you're a stand-up comedian.
This is the conversation that
in your head.
And never happened in real life.
Oh my God.
Not one time.
But it's only going to happen now when we sort of mine it out of your brain.
Yeah.
All right, so.
I drew some characters, in fact, for my bar mitzvah that Ezra was at.
Yeah, I was there.
For those that don't know how to bar mitzvah, a lot of times
Mazel tov.
Thanks, man. A lot of times people will pick
did a great job in the Haftorah.
Sure did.
Your speech really spoke to me.
You helped me write it.
Yep.
And then,
did I?
Probably.
I did.
Each table, you have like something congruent with a theme. So like my brother's was like jazz, and it was like different instruments at tables.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was comic characters that I drew.
Original OCs.
OCs, yeah.
They were doing OCs back then?
All the way back then.
Like days with it? That was a millennial thing.
OCs with a Z.
Yeah, I guess it is a millennial. That's who you are.
And I haven't drawn this character that first came to mind probably since like high school at the latest.
Congruent.
You remember that word? This man's name is Portly.
Oh.
Porcupine.
Oh.
Hey.
An artist at work.
He's got little feet. Yep. These hands. He's got a nose like that.
Hey, man, you're a really funny stand-up drawing man.
No,
Are you
no, I'm not. I'm a comic strip artist.
Oh, you're gonna take your clothes off?
No.
Did that part ever happen in your head?
Never.
Where you're like, oh man, they're gonna think I'm a strip artist.
Never happened because I never thought.
You didn't talk to me about it. That's why.
Never thought to say strip.
Yoli would have asked you about it.
Yeah, Yoli knows how to say all. The
Oh, I remember him, Jay.
Yeah.
I remember this dude.
Portly.
McGillicuddy. Was that his last name?
No, his name was Portly Porcupine. I remember. I knew he was fat.
Okay.
And I knew I wanted it to have a P to go with porcupine.
Right,
And
so that's called alliteration.
Yeah, and I went to a thesaurus.
Oh, wow. Now, what is it about boys of that age? Because my friend, he clearly touched it. For some reason, you guys like Portly Turkey. Is that all that you get to share with us today? Thank you. I knew there was another one. Because a comic artist. Let's see it. I mean, it works thematically for what this EZRAY abstract video is about. Okay, I see what you're saying. Just exaggerated. Yeah, exactly. Exaggerated. And you know what? Start over. He doesn't have to. Does not have to.
You guys know Diglett?
He reminds me of Dilbert.
Yeah.
Just less. Oh, cute. What's his name again?
And then I drew a bunch more. I drew like a robot guy, had a superhero named something, but he was like electric powered. And really, it was all a great time had.
So, in other words, yes, Jay and I do like to draw. And in other words, what was the question? Read it again. You guys have. You have everything. And thank you, Random Vlogs, for your question. Now, if you made it this far in this video, first of all, congratulations on your election. Number two, please throw down some more questions so that Jay and I can answer them. We definitely want to answer them. And C, we want to open up our journals to be our open book and share with you. In fact, can you randomly select a page and read what was in your journal?
It's a double bound.
Double bound. That's how come it's
Stood
the test of. We're on opposite sides.
Whoa!
Oh,
This is crazy.
all right, you guys. I want you to
Freaky Friday.
say stop.
Stop.
Thank you. All right, here it is. Ready? Thursday, December 14th, 1984. Dear Diary, nothing much with me, but Mrs. Tuletsky and Mrs. Rosenbaum are on my case again. Mom is driving me crazy. I'm going shopping today. I'm getting a new sax.
Oh, that we've seen
my
that in the last
gosh!
video. That's crazy.
Have a good day. Ezra Weiss. I signed it fully. Obviously,
Yoli is making a
there.
come up.
Obviously,
Yeah.
see Yoli. P.S. Wish me luck on my play.
Whoa, that's crazy that the sax came up.
It really is.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys said stop at the right moment.
Wow.
And you know what, Jay? Since we're at the end of our video, we're going to say stop at the right moment, too.
Tell
so
us when to stop.
you guys write in all of those questions. We
Yeah.
want new questions so that we can tell you more. Type it, type it. And if you haven't subscribed to EZRAY,
Do it.
do it right now.
Bye.
Bye, you guys. Say
Stop.
stop.